dub, ain't no ill. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, yeah.
Well, the radar says the heavy stuff still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the New England Patriots. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Titans 9.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
The pass complete.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on her. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Patriots take over.
9-yard line.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Lindsay, the ball carrier.
Well, the Titans and Patriots tied together in so many personnel-related ways, but remember, these two met in the first round of the playoffs a season ago on a cold Saturday night in Foxborough, and it was the Titans who came in as the 6th seed and pulled off that stunner 20-13. Of course, Logan Ryan, one of those with Patriot ties, he intercepted Tom Brady, brought it back for the touchdown on what would prove to be Brady's final pass in a New England uniform. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. On 3rd down, Love. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Robert Foster. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Phillip Lindsay, the ball.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Get him. Get him. Get him. Striker. 3-3. Need old blue. 51. Mike 51.
Off the play fake, Love. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
A 52-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 42. 7 yards there and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Going deep here for Landry. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
First down, Tennessee.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks.
The ball carrier.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown.
Marlon Mack with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Patriots 10, Titans 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and again to Lindsey. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Lindsey on the carry.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Hey, green. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a Patriots.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 25 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Switch, switch, switch.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
11 more. They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run with Lindsey, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
12-yard line.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Love from the gun. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing deep for Galladay. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Love. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. Love now to pass on 1st down. He'll let it go. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Robert Foster, as the 1st half is winding down. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Marlon Mack. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Set the tone, defense.
Love, they go play action now. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
The give to Philip Lindsey.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
39-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Desmond Trufant brought him down.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Let's get there. 90 is a mic. Watch the screen. Watch the light. 97. Bang, 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 bang. Kill.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are pouring it on.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Throw here's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
On the carry. The tackle made by Whitney Merciless. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, get in the weight room. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98.
Play action this time with Love. He'll find Lindsey here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, Lindsey. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Quarter of play with the score.
Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Right there. 50. Let's put him on the field. Let's put that team on the box.
On play action. Love to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. On 1st down, Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
That result, really no surprise. That's what we're becoming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Is this bringing back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Gano's kick is right through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback almost come out of the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.